How did you do that, bro?
Man, it's really how she pulled me, man. That's the question.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No one in America is asking how Simone Biles pulled you. Who are you? We don't even know who you are. So the question was right the first time. How in the world did you pull Simone Biles? Y'all, watching that clip is very heartening, heartbreaking, pissed me off because of how he kept carrying on, acting as if he didn't know who Simone Biles was. You can go to the grocery store and find out who she is in the cereal aisle, sir. And when you found out that she had so many followers, which kind of piqued your interest, you knew before you even checked her followers who she was. And even if you didn't, a simple Google search would do, because that's the first instinct in this 2023 that you would have if you see someone with millions of followers. So don't sit up there and act like you didn't know who she was. That's just something you're saying to her so she can feel like you were really into her for her. But what I don't like about this interview and this clip and how you were responding, sir, is that not once did you give your wife accolades regarding her beauty, regarding her accomplishments, regarding the wonderful, beautiful, sweet person she is. No, sir, you wanted to continue to prop yourself up and say how you're the prize and she pursued me. She drove 45 minutes on the first date to see me. And that's why, women, I tell you, you never want to chase or pursue a man because they will always come back to bite you. Do you think that when Simone was liking that man's posts and then reached out to him and first person to say hello and then drove 45 minutes to see him, do you think that when she was doing that at that moment, that she would think that this same story would come up not even 2 years into their marriage, sharing it with America? No. And see, women of God, you have to know that this is what is in his thought. Any man who feels pursued, it's automatically propping him as the prize. When women of God, you are the prize. You are the one to be pursued. Anything other than that disrupts the natural order of things as it pertains to relationships, and especially in a marital situation where the man is supposed to be the leader. And one of the reasons he is the leader is because he knows how to pursue and get what he wants. And yes, the woman ultimately says yes or no if she agrees to be with him. Ultimately, it's still, oh my goodness, I know some women are trying to change the order of that, but it's still generally the man who asked the woman for her hand in marriage. Hopefully, Simone didn't propose to him. I hope we don't find that out, because we know what happens with that, Jody. And why is it, have you noticed the ones that end up in these situations are sisters that look like me and you, if you're watching this, if you're brown skinned? Jody, Keke Palmer, Simone, chasing, bragging about chasing. Oh, I got the ring. Oh, I chased him. He's the prize. No, woman of God, they lied to us. They lied to us as chocolate melanated women. The era I grew up in Detroit, where rap was burgeoning, they lied to me. Images lied. Magazines, movies, where we're always painted as the villain and painted as masculine. And because of this, our conditioning is almost like a pick-me-sha positioning, because we feel like we have to chase a man because in society, we're not the prize or not the trophy. I remember I once dated this narcissist, and he told me I wasn't a trophy. And this was a couple years ago. I'm like, dude, how novels have you published? How many best-selling author lists have you made? How many people do you have coming out to your events and shows, and love that you receive from supporters, and love and knowing who you are, even if not one person came? Oh my goodness. Lord, help us. Help us women to know our worth. Our worth is not based on what somebody else says. It's based on who we know we are. And Simone Biles, do you know who you are? He's not the prize. Like he said in the rest of the story, he talking about, he realized when they went to get ice cream and all the little girls started shaking out of nervousness from seeing Simone. So I had to take the pictures. Were you going to keep taking the pictures? You're going to keep taking the pictures, sir, because nobody knows who you are. So get used to that. Get used to taking the pictures. And next time, support your wife, uplift your wife, edify your wife, lift her up, because she would do the same thing for you. And then she goes, well, right now no one knows who he is, but in a minute they're going to all know who he is. Quit! Pick Misha Ing! He just publicly embarrassed you nationally. Know your worth. You're the prize. You're each other's blessing. Don't get me wrong. You respect one another, but what he did and the way he talked and spoke of you, he was not protecting you, sis. That's not the way a man in his full masculinity protects his wife. Tell me you're insecure without telling me you're insecure. He spoke as an insecure man who couldn't lift up anyone else or edify anyone else but himself. And nobody still knows who he is. And I really don't care to know. I don't care to know. He is no prize. So we got to do better. What do you think about all this craziness? Share your thoughts. Follow for more. Be and stay encouraged. Know your worth. Amen.